Hello and welcome to Brainy Gardener. In this video, I have compiled a list of some of the most beautiful mini succulents that you can grow indoors. If you love succulents and want to add some life to your space, but not a lot of room to do it, this collection of mini succulents will do the trick. These bite-sized beauties are perfect for a nook that needs filling up with something green. They stay tiny and take up little room in your home or office. Each one of these little ones is unique, so you can find one that fits with whichever color scheme you're going for. And if you're feeling adventurous, you can try your hand at a mini succulent wall. So let us get started. Number 1. Common Houseleek, Sempervivum tectorum. The common houseleek is a tiny succulent that's native to Europe. It's one of the most common houseplants in the world and has been cultivated for centuries. Its easy care and durability make a great choice for first-time succulent growers. Number 2. Zebra plant, Haworthia fasciata. The zebra plant is a tiny succulent native to South Africa. It gets its name from the white stripes on its leaves, which resemble the stripes of a zebra. It is a small succulent that's perfect for windowsills, desks, and other small spaces. Number 3. Livingstone plant, Lithops. The livingstone plant is a slow-growing mini succulent that originates from southern Africa. As the name suggests, its appearance is very similar to that of a stone or pebble. When they're not in bloom, it can be difficult to tell them apart from rocks. Number 4. Echeveria Minima. Echeveria Minima is a tiny succulent that only grows to be about 3 inches tall and 4 inches wide. It's one of the smallest varieties of Echeveria, which is a large genus of succulents that includes more than 150 species. Number 5. Sedum little Missy, Stonecrop. The Sedum little Missy is a low-growing tiny succulent that is perfect for small spaces and container gardens. It only gets to be about 4 inches, 10 cm, tall, but it can spread up to 12 inches, 30 cm, wide. Number 6. Flower dust plant, Kalanchoe Pumila. The flower dust, also known as the flower dust plant, is a tiny succulent native to Madagascar. It grows as a subshrub, reaching about 12 inches tall. In pots, it restrains itself to the size of the pot, but the occasional pruning wouldn't go amiss either. Number 7. Ghost plant, Graptopetalum paraguayense. The ghost plant is a succulent that's native to Mexico and Central America. It's called ghost plant because of the pale color of its leaves. They often have a pink or purple hue, which makes them even more eye-catching. Number 8. Mexican firecracker, Echeveria Viscosa. The Mexican firecracker is a tiny succulent that's native to Mexico. It's called the Mexican firecracker because it blooms vibrant red and yellow flowers that look like firecrackers. Number 9. Echeveria black prince. Echeveria black prince is a stunning and tiny succulent that gets its name from the deep, rich color of its leaves. The leaves are almost black, but they have a purple or reddish tint to them in certain lighting conditions. Number 10. Blue Chalksticks, Senecio serpens. The blue chalksticks is a tiny succulent that originates from South Africa. It's called blue chalksticks because of the blue-gray color of its leaves and their shape that's reminiscent of blackboard chalksticks. Number 11. Red pagoda, Crassula capitella. Red pagoda is a succulent that's native to South Africa. As the name suggests, it has a pagoda-like shape when its leaves are all stacked on top of each other. Number 12. Tiger-tooth aloe, Aloe juvena. Tiger-tooth aloe is a tiny succulent that grows in stacking rosettes. The leaves are green with white spots and teeth along the margins. Flowers bloom in winter as the plant is summer dormant. Number 13. Conophytum balabum living pebble. The Conophytum balabum, also known as the living pebble, is a tiny succulent with an interesting shape. It's native to South Africa and Namibia, and it's one of the most popular succulents out there. Number 14. String of pearls, Senecio rollianus. The string of pearls is a succulent that's native to South Africa. It gets its name from the round green beads that make up its stems. These pearls are actually leaves, and they store water for the plant. Number 15. Burro's tail, Sedum organianum. The burro's tail is a succulent native to Mexico. It gets its name from the way its leaves grow in long, cascading tails, similar to those of a donkey or burro. Number 16. Dwarf jade plant, Portulacaria fra. Also known as the elephant bush, dwarf jade plant is a succulent that's native to South Africa. It's not related to the jade plant, despite its name. It does have physical similarities to the jade plant, but the two species aren't related beyond being succulents. Number 17. Chinese stonecrop, Sedum tetractinum coral reef. The Chinese stonecrop coral reef is an evergreen succulent with a mat-forming growth habit. This plant is usually grown as a ground cover, but it can easily be grown in pots as well. It has thick, fleshy leaves that are arranged in a rosette formation. The leaves are green with red margins and tips. Number 18. Baby Toes, Fenestraria rhopalophila. The baby toes is a tiny succulent plant native to the deserts of Namibia and South Africa, where it has to regularly survive harsh conditions. This tolerance to extremes makes this plant incredibly hardy in cultivation. Just be careful not to water too much. Number 19. Tiger Jaws, Faucheria tigrina. Tiger Jaws is a small succulent that originates from the eastern Cape of South Africa. It gets its name from the shape of its leaves, which resemble a tiger's mouth. The plant is very slow growing, only reaching about 6 inches in height. Number 20. Moonstone Plant, Pachyphytum oviferum. The moonstone plant is a true workhorse of the succulent world. It's one of those plants that look good in any setting, be it a windowsill, office desk, or even a wedding bouquet. Number 21. Calico kitten succulent Crassula pellucida variegata. Calico kitten succulent is one of the most delicate-looking succulents out there. It's called Calico kitten succulent because of the way its leaves look. Number 22. Crinkle leaf plant, Adromistus cristatus. The crinkle leaf plant is a tiny succulent plant that's native to South Africa. It gets its common name from the way its leaves look. They're deeply crinkled and ruffled. The margins are also scalloped, which adds to the charm of this plant. Number 23. Haworthiopsis viscosa. The Haworthiopsis viscosa is a column-forming succulent that grows in the form of clusters. The triangular leaves are dark green that is arranged in a stacking pattern, one on top of the next. Number 24. Calico hearts, Adromistus maculatus. Calico hearts is a small succulent native to South Africa. It gets its name from the shape of its leaves, which are heart-shaped and have calico-like patterns. Green-gray leaves are dotted with maroon-red or purple patterns. Number 25. Sempervivum little Bobo. The Sempervivum little Bobo is a type of hen and chicks plant that's easy to grow both indoors and outdoors. It gets its common name from the fact that it forms tight rosettes of leaves that resemble little green balls. Number 26. Blossfeldia Liliputana. The Blossfeldia Liliputana is the smallest cactus in the world. If you're willing to go the cactus route in your search for many succulents, it doesn't get any smaller than this. These little green balls are one of nature's wonders. Number 27. Bishop's Cap Cactus, Astrophytum myriostigma. The Bishop's Cap Cactus is a small, spherical cactus native to Mexico. It gets its name from the shape of its body, which resembles a bishop's hat. Number 28. Peanut Cactus, Echinopsis chimicerius. The peanut cactus is a small cactus that looks like, well, a peanut. It's a native of Bolivia and Argentina, but it can be found in other parts of the world as well. These cacti tend to grow in finger-like stems that like to cluster and trail at the same time. Number 29. Rose Pincushion Cactus, Mammillaria zalmaniana. Rose Pincushion Cactus is a small cactus native to Mexico. It gets its common name because of the frequency with which its flowers bloom. They're present on its spherical body practically year-round. Number 30. Moon Cactus, Gymicalicium mehanovichii. The moon cactus is a grafted plant, which means that the top part, the bright-colored portion, is grafted onto the rootstock of another cactus. In this case, the rootstock is usually a Hylocereus, a type of night-blooming cactus.